Alright, welcome back to another Warno video. Today I've got a SDL tournament matchup between Justinflation and DarrickS. These were done live on my stream over on Twitch, which I can link down below. And we'll be going over both games in today's video. No cinematics this week, because I'm quite busy, but I'm sure they'll be making a return soon. And just a little info for this matchup. In the first game, we got DarrickS taking the 82nd Airborne. He's going to be on the blue side, and then we've got Justinflation on the left-hand side with the 39th Meltstruggy Division. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you next time. And off we go. Okay, let's see where the deployments are going. DarrickS getting aggressive on this bomb side, but mainly focusing in the centre. That's where those two helis are going. A short amount going to the edge of Alpha to defend it, but mostly pushing down this way to cut off the centre as well. Justinflation on this top side. Going to be pushing through the woods and securing the trees in the centre. Pushing a little bit towards Delta and the top of Foxtrot. And then staying defensive in the town and then pushing down the south as well. So looks like DarrickS going to take firm control of the centre to start with. We'll contest this bottom zone and might get pushed out at this top, but it won't be quickly because Justinflation is going to be going through the woods. No Eagle to start with, just the two AA helis in the centre. And this one Razvedka's probably going to get taken out here. It's not going to be able to do too much against all of these forces from DarrickS. Razvedka gets picked off by the military police here. Early loss for Justinflation. BMP2 is coming out for Justinflation on the left. You see a chunk of air rifles, a Little Bird, and a command heli coming out for Justinflation. Just going to Charlie here to secure that. Razvedka dodging rockets. Does manage to survive. Did waste a few of those 8 acids rockets there, which is nice. Razvedka on the south here, getting lines of sight. Strela pushing up. Superior need to push forwards and maybe try and kick DarrickS out at the edge of the town here. MI8 needs to be careful of this Stinger. Bradley's moving up to the centre as well, getting good lines of sight across the open bits of field here and here. Justinflation forming up his attack onto Alpha. Little Bird's coming to support that attack. To repel that attack. But there is 2 Strelas here, so it needs to be careful. Only 5 HP on it. And the Strelas have 5 HP, so it will still take 2 shots to kill. I believe it doesn't have armor, so maybe it's just one. Just one shot even. Yeah, no armor on the Little Bird, so that goes down very quickly. I believe they're the same points cost, so Strela's paid for itself. Superior starting to engage the airborne here. Not in a building, so they need to get inside, get some cover. There we go. Engineers flash firing their little incendiary rocket back. Ooh, Chinook pushing over the top, but Justinflation spotted it, I believe, and is moving an MI8 to counter that. We see a ton of airborne flash, a Vulcan gun, coming to this bottom side here. But those might get cut off by the BMP2 and BTR-60s here, and they're not going to be able to do anything against those. Firm control in the centre for DarrickS, and he's cut off a lot of the reinforcement routes into the centre as well. More engineers flash, and another 20mm coming on this top side to contest the town. DarrickS on a +2 at the moment, but that's quickly going to change as Justinflation has got command infantry coming for this back zone. Air rifles have unloaded now. Chinook will be moving back and away, but they need to be careful because this MI8 will deal with them very effectively if it finds it. Okay, 2 commands out for Justinflation here, so he will start gaining points over DarrickS in just a moment. Neutralized. And now on the +2. Justinflation's kicked Darrick out of this bottom town and is pushing forwards aggressively. Chinook might get taken down by the Strela there, but at the moment it's just wasting its ammo, unfortunately. Man needs to be careful of those air rifles. This is going to be a hard nut to crack for Justinflation. There you go, you can see Justinflation's pushed right around the top side, got the supply with all these guys to help them out. These tanks, BMP-2s, should be able to take out the miniature police as they are out of ammo for the recoilless rifle. ATASs are moving over, helping the engagement. Command Heli, TOW2, Airborne Scout coming out as well. Air rifles going to be searching around for the command unit. But they're going to engage the Motostrelki soon, so we'll try and keep an eye on that as we're watching the engagement at the top here. BTR-60s, just taking those engineers out. ATAS now out of rockets. We see 2 more little birds coming in, and a 12-man engineer leader going to the centre. Getting very close to the engagement here now. We'll just watch this for a moment. Must have spotted the heli. And he's moving them right back. Changed his mind, doesn't want to lose them for nothing. Going to push around the back here and try and snipe a CV, which he presumes is going to go into this bottom corner. Justinflation's pushing on this side. Dragon's starting to engage them there. I believe that took out a BMP-2, so that definitely helps. Strela's getting over-aggressive here. Needs to retreat out there, gets taken down by this Fireteam Dragon. Justinflation's got the forces here. He should be able to push into this point. Strela's pushing up. Motostrelki Command's come in here as well, so that could probably sneak into the town. Oh, Oddline Prodigy is getting taken out by the Little Birds. Ton of airborne coming into the town for Darrick. Justinflation with the lead now. It's 200 points. Just Stinger, Iglas even coming in. More RPOs, more BMP-2s. So Justinflation getting very aggressive on the bottom and the top side. Darrick firmly holding the centre. Slowly exerting more and more control into this open area here. Justinflation does need to be careful, so he's starting to get very spread out on this top side. Without support, these Superior RPO and the Strela here are going to get taken out. Vulcan gun there taking out the Razvedka. See an M1 IP Abrams coming out for Darrick. That is at a veteran, so I believe that should be free availability. Can't remember exactly. Iglas need to be careful. Might be getting taken out by this Bradley. Oh no, Bradley misses. Water cannons opening fire. Bradley gets taken out. Iglas survived, but there is another Bradley here pushing through. BMP-2 helping out the engagement against engineers. Fireteam Dragon there. Darrick actually retreating the Bradley back. That would have messed those Iglas right up. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, airborne dropped off near the front of the town. The leader and Iglas are pushing in now, but this is really dangerous for them. These airborne could tear them apart. TOW2 firing from the good position here, which has our lines of sight on the reinforcement road. And I would probably see these units pulling out. That's a momentary +1 for Justinflation, but back to a +1 for Darrick as he has got control of the centre. I'd like to see more reinforcements coming in on this bottom side. CV is in the middle of the zone here in these little trees. Those air rifles are going to have trouble finding that, but they might be able to cut off some reinforcements. Darrick trying to cut off the reinforcements to this top zone here. That strokey leader getting engaged in the open might get taken out by all these airborne. And the little birds are pushing forwards as well. This might be a rough loss early on for Justinflation. Strella's here, providing the support. So that's one little bird down. Strokey Commander's going to make it out alive. There we go. BMP-3's coming out now, engaging these Fireteam Dragons. And then through the woods, BMP-2s are pushing to engage. All engineers flash. They're not going to be able to do anything against these BMP-2s. And that's right, DarrickS running them away. He knows he's not going to have any luck there. On this side, M1IP's got a little bit of damage against it. Might be in the BMP-2 R2-G1, which is engaging this airborne dragon. Takes that out. Strela goes down to the Bradley. Strokey dies to the M1IP here. Still a +1 for DarrickS, though their points are very even at the moment. BMP-2 starting to go down to the Military Police and Fireteam Dragon here. That one misses, so this one's still alive for the moment. We see some elite T-62s coming out. BMP-3s have unloaded down here, and some of them have moved up to the top to provide fire support against the edge of the town. This will now push DarrickS up to a +3. So his points are going to start ticking up a lot more quickly. Mi-8 rocket pushing forwards now. So it's going to be pushing towards the centre. It needs to be careful, there are a ton of stingers about here. DarrickS moving across now, trying to ambush this BMP-3. Should be able to take it out. That's putting up a hefty fight. There we go, goes down. Justinflation trying to push back into the edge of the town here. That's going to be tough with the amount of airborne in there. ATAS back here, waiting to get rearmed and resupplied. M1P pushing forwards here. There are some Motor Strelky. They can do a bit of damage to it, but not at this range. T-62 takes a shot from the air rifles. And we see an Mi-24, the rocket, and an Mi-8 scout coming in to hunt that air rifle down. Mi-8 rocket pushing up here. Vulcan guns way too far away. This Stinger might be able to get a shot on it though. Lands one shot, is reloading. Motorstrokey pushing across, trying to engage, but they're going to find a lot more resistance here than they expected. Mi-8 goes down. BMP-3 takes a shot from the Fireteam Dragon, which is launching another rocket. And does kill the BMP-3 there. Nice use of units by DarrickS. More units coming into the centre. For DarrickS here, 2 airborne units of the AT-4 is going to be helping secure this tree line. Air rifles pushing forwards again. T-62s are still here, ready to engage, and the Mi-24 has just arrived. Should take that out easy enough. Seed coming in, but Strela is not relying on radar. Gets one shot onto the F-16 and drives it back. This Strela needs to be very careful. Pushing in a bit too close to these guys, but... oh, there is one round left on the recorderless rifle. Gone now, I think it fired on the Motorstrokey. BMP-1's coming in, unloading around the Strela there. Push those units out of the trees. HE bomber came in, took out those Motorstrokey in the building there on the bottom side. T-62 MV pushing forwards here. But that doesn't really stand a chance against the M1IP, especially not with this Fireteam Dragon support it's got here. Starts to engage. Does hit the Abrams, does 1 damage. Abrams does 4 against it. Now trying to retreat. If it's got smoke, I don't know if it does. I don't think so. Okay, it's going to stay alive, retreating back to the town. Wise decision from Justinflation there. DarrickS slowly taking that lead further and further. And I'm not sure Justinflation can bring it back in. MA-24 is going to take out the air rifles. It was a gamble, you know, going aggressive on the bottom, going aggressive on the top, ignoring the centre pretty much the entire game. It's a 3-point zone. It's really important. I think at least some resistance there would have helped, but again, you're playing Pact versus NATO. It's going to be tough either way. Now, on this bomb side, we do see we've got 2 M1P Abrams coming up. 1 T-62 has just gone down. These guys are going to have a hard time dealing with these units. There's a Bradley as well coming to support. This is going to be tough for Justinflation. He's got this Mi-24V rocket with the Kokon missiles, which are definitely going to help out. Just need to use them wisely. Airborne pushing across as well. Will take out the Tuligler and the Razvedka most likely. Mi-24V opens fire but loses line of sight, and that rocket flies off into the woods. Doesn't hit anything. BMP-1P goes down to the military police here, who have been resupplied by a supply truck. M1 IPs coming out now with DarrickS on the top side as well. Some heavy hogs, very strong units coming out too. BMP-1P goes down. Low striking Mets is going to go down there. Let's see how this Mi-24 does. At the moment, DarrickS has got his units in a nice spot where they can't be seen by this. BMP-3 is coming out now as well. Mi-24 pushing forwards, going after the airborne. Should be able to do a lot of damage to them. Oh, Stinger gets a shot on it. Mi-24 is now stunned, will allow the Stinger to reload. Fires another shot. Hits again. T-62s trying to engage the Bradley and the Abrams here, but get engaged by this Abrams down on this side. Mi-24 is trying to retreat. Stinger gets the last shot off and takes it down as the 2 ATASs rush over, take out the Razvedkas. Igler's firing on the ATASs now. Reloading, they should be able to stun this one or take it out. Okay, both ATASs routed. T-62s and BMP-3s trying to engage the helis now as well. M1 IPs rushing forwards. ATGM's flying out against it. Tank shots going as well. 1 T-62 down. Airborne rushing in to the woods now as well. Oh, Abrams is taking some damage, but he has taken out both T-62s, one of the BMP-3s, and the other one should go down now as well as the TOW-2 from the Bradley comes in and finishes the job. Yeah, DarrickS making his counter-attack on this bottom side. Maintain good control on the top here. Justinflation trying to sneak some units around the side and just neutralise this zone to try and help the bleed situation he's got going in the points. DarrickS pushing Engineered Leader into this zone on the bottom side. So that's going to push the +3 to a +5. And this game will be over shortly unless Justinflation can do something. Bit of a stalemate on the top side now. See some elite TABBs starting to come out, but I think it's a bit late. RPO can't do anything against this Abrams. One of them's already been taken out. BMP-3 is trying to push up of this top side here, but the Bradley and the Abrams here is going to be a tough fight for them. Avengers coming up to support these units as we get 2 SU-25 rockets going in. One's going for the Abrams here, one's going for the Bradley. Bradley gets taken out. Oh, SU-25 actually misses that Abrams. Takes a shot from the Avenger, but is alive. Abrams gets hit by an ATGM. SU-25 circling around for another shot. Is going for this Abrams here. Should be able to take it out. There we go, that goes down. It's going to circle around this way over the top of the Avenger, which I think should be able to kill it off. Yeah, SU-25 goes down, but it did take an Abrams. This SU-25 is going for the Avenger, but we see an Eagle coming in now, and the SU-25 goes down, almost crashing into the Engineer's leader. BTR-60 here engaging the Chinook there, which unloaded some air rifles quite safely. HE bomber and seaplane coming in, but Justinflation has surrendered at that point, and I'm not surprised. 4,000 kills for DarrickS, only 1,800 for Justinflation. That was always going to be a tough matchup. 39th versus 82nd. 82nd, such a strong deck at the moment. 39th is a good deck, but compared to NATO, you're going to be suffering. Let's go with the kills and losses. See Bradley doing really well there. Look at all those BMPs. Only 80 points. Insane. This one not doing as well, but still good. Airborne really strong. Yeah, Abrams really good as well. Yeah, tough game. Tough game. So the Strelas did a good job against the Helis. So they were a nice unit. For Justinflation. Yeah, nothing really getting a lot of kills. It was a tough one. Well, see if we can get game 2 going. Okay, that was game 1. Moving on to game 2. DarrickS Justinflation have switched sides, switched colours, and switched divisions. So they're going to be doing kind of the same matchup they had in the first game, but just reversed over. And I hope you guys enjoy. It's a lot of investment in BMP freeze. See if it plays off. Generally, cheap units, Justinflation. He has got 2 Bradleys here. For the most part, just cheap units and a lot of them. Let's see where Justinflation's going. Yeah, defensive here. Pushing aggressively on these woods and to these woods here. Pushing into the centre. Pushing down this side road and, yeah, looking to defend Alpha. Looking over at DarrickS deployment. Okay, so a few guys going to Foxtrot. Majority are going to centre. Okay. So yeah, only a few down here to defend. These guys are driving this way round. Oh wow. I think pretty much all the BMP3s, all of these units are pushing straight towards Delta. I mean, yeah. Get them all in a big group and just smash through the forces you come across there. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Bradley's, yeah, pushing into around Foxtrot. Heavy Hog coming towards centre now. We've got the first tick of reinforcements. Try and see what both players are bringing in there. And we'll just have to watch this this middle zone here. Command Heli coming in for Justinflation. He gets 6 of those on a card, which is always very nice. Okay, Grenza's starting to push forwards here, being the forward eyes from DarrickS. Military Police misses that Resvedka Heavy even. Ooh, trucks drawing all the ATGMs and regardless rifle fire. MiG-23 HE bomber coming in for these buildings. But there's not much there. There's only a military police, and it might miss that depending on the spread of the bombs. It does. Will it make it out? It is going to make it out. Took some damage, so it'll be a little while before it comes back, but it did nothing. Stingers coming to unload on the hill here. Engineers flash, and military police there. Okay, RPO's in the woods now. BMP3s are starting to roll up. Heavy Hog just sitting back here. Another MiG-23 HE coming in. Might go after the Stinger. Might take it out. Yeah, Stinger goes down. MiG-23 is going to get off scot-free. Justinflation going to be taking an early lead. Probably can't see anything on this bottom zone. Don't think he will know he can push straight into there. Here's where all the action's going to be. These units just retreating off the edge of the hill there. Supply vehicle going to get smashed by ATGMs. Should have been a bit more careful going through the woods there with that. So that's a It's an expensive loss there. You don't want to be losing supply. Little birds coming in now as well for Justinflation. We'd probably like to see some more AA. You've seen the bombers come in from DarrickS. Commands coming in for DarrickS as well. 2 of those. Heavy Hog opening fire. Here comes the push from DarrickS. The MP3 being engaged by the Bradley up here. Nice flank from Justinflation there. Might be able to hit the Osa, but it's in cover at the moment. Osa engaging the Heavy Hog. Hits it once. Misses the second shot. Hits the third. Little birds now pushing up to help the engagement. Osa's going to push forwards. Get engaged by the Bradley. Will it break line of sight? Shooting at the little birds. Osa goes down. Little birds are free to shoot off with their miniguns. But the BMP3s might be able to take them out. Although the BMP3s are getting picked off. There's only one left. Airborne pushing into the woods back here. DarrickS has gone all in on the centre point. Mi-24 AAs coming out now. This is what I expected to see earlier. 2 of those there. That'll be most of the points from that tick of reinforcement points. At the moment, no push on the bottom side. R2-G1 is starting to make ground. There is a lot of them here, and it's going to be hard to hold them back. What's this I see? 4 little birds and a Heavy Hog moving in. Yep, that'll deal with the R2-G1, no problem. They've just got to be careful about these Mi-24 AAs. Justinflation now starting to push on this bottom side. That's good, get aggressive everywhere you can. Okay, this Stinger is going to be vital to holding off against those Mi-24s, but it's going to go down. These guys are free to cause chaos. Damn. That lack of AA is going to be a serious issue. You're going to need a plane to come in to help cover you. DarrickS is on a +2, so he's starting to regain the lead. Little birds now starting to engage. But are the Mi-24s going to waste their rockets on these guys who are... Yeah, okay. It's 1 little bird down. 2 little birds down. Heavy Hog gets hit. Little bird gets hit. Little bird goes down. Mech Rifle's getting shredded by this Mi-24. These guys are out of Iglas. Little bird's coming over, trying to engage this Mi-24. These these miniguns aren't going to do too much. Igla now helping support. But they've driven them back into the Stingers back here. Mi-24 gets hit. Another little bird goes down. Oh, Mi-24 goes down. What a great little ambush by these Stingers here. Are they going to be able to take out the other one? They've stunned it. Just reloading. That one missed. It's reloading again. I think it can still see it. It's firing. Misses again. Okay, Stinger moving back into range. I think that was the Heavy Hog just went down there. Stinger misses once more. SG-25 AT coming in. Going after the M1IP Abrams. Needs to smoke off if it wants to survive. Gets hit. Is routed. No chance of that surviving now. And takes out the Cobra there as well. Great run by the SG-25. Mi-24V retreating back into the hills. Okay, DarrickS on a +4 now. He's capped all his back zones. Justinflation doing the same on the top side. Bringing in some more reinforcements as it looks like there was an engagement here. I think Justinflation tried to push forwards, but this Mi-24V sorted that. Bradley taking out these superior RPOs and Grenzers. DarrickS still with the lead. Points are now going to neutralise. I'd love to see just a ton of airborne coming in. I find it odd we're getting kind of fire teams and mech rifles. I'd love to see just a ton of airborne. coming in. MiG-23's coming in now. One got some damage and killed one squad. The other didn't do anything. Serious lack of AA in the centre. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. So these MiG-23s, really nice bombers, are going to keep up the pressure, keep doing damage there. So the airborne pushing in behind now. Stinger's getting hunted down by the superior RPA. Wow, what a crazy little battle in the centre there. Strokey Metis, more superior coming in. MA-24's getting repaired and rearmed back here by these MTLBs. See some airborne pushing forwards. Town at the top is reinforced. Engineer's leader coming in to the side. Ah, this one's coming down to the bottom here. Wow, okay, so this could be a 5-point swing into Justinflation's favour here. So this is going to move through the trees and go into the zone here, where it's pretty well protected by these airborne. Obviously, there needs to be AA here, because these Mi-24s can take that out very easily. Yeah, here comes the airborne, but still, no AA. Justinflation, you need AA to deal with these Mi-24s. There we go, bomb zone now neutralised. Stinger here is out of ammo, so that's not going to be able to do anything to help. Yeah, Justinflation crying out for some AA here. You get some AA in, I think you'll be in a very good position. We do see the ATAS coming out, but it's got to be careful against the Mi-24. These two Mi-24s are pushing over here to secure the town and hold it. Engineer leader here might get spotted. This Bradley needs to be careful. But they pushed over towards this Stinger and this Stinger. These guys need to work overtime if they want to save this Bradley and this engineer leader. Okay, Mi-24 rocket stunned, gets hit again. This Mi-24 AA is routed, taking shots from the Bradley. Wow, Stinger's coming in clutch there. Mi-24A retreating with its tail between its legs. Mech rifle is pushing towards the centre. This engineer's leader is going to go this way round. Must have seen the BMP-3s pushing in. I hear a plane. SU-25AT circling around, waiting for a good target. Not sure there is one at the moment. Airborne get engaged by all the BMP-3s there. Yeah, SU-25 retreats. Nothing for it to go after, so no point keeping it out for too long, wasting fuel. Justinflation on the +2, just over 300 points, but it will push to a +5 once this airborne leader gets into the zone. You can see Darrick on this top slide, slowly creeping forwards, just slowly gaining the territory. He's going to want to pressure that point. He's got a good position in the centre at the moment. Both players contesting it. Just needs to get a command in. More BMP-3s coming out. It's a lot of BMP-3s. See an Igla coming up. This will be interesting. I mean, if these BMP-3s go not to the centre, but go to this top side, they could roll right on free. But it looks like, okay, we've got two back here which are going to be going to the top, and another one going out that way as well. Big 23 bombers coming in. This one didn't drop its bombs. Well, it dropped one, not the other one. This one going to make it out totally fine. Oh, this one gets hit as the supply vehicle has made it to that Stinger, which has made it fly over enemy territory and get shot down. Avenger coming out now on the top side. That's good to see. M1IP Abrams coming out. There is an SU-25 which could come out to deal with that. Another Mi-24V rocket coming up to the centre to back up this Mi-24 AA. Bradley engaged in the MTLB but gets taken out by the Meta squad there. BTRs or M113s even pushing forwards, gets taken out by the Merch Droggy. +5 now as the airborne leader has made it into the central zone. Justinflation pushing that lead further and further away. Ooh, what's that plane coming out here? MiG-23 trying to snipe where he thinks the command is, but it's pushed really far forwards. So that definitely missed, and it got damaged, so it'll be a little while before it comes back. Yeah, it looks like DarrickS setting himself up for a push on the top. And it's going to be not too difficult to do that. These guys pushing in to the bottom here. Okay, nice. Justinflation pushing through the woods as well. The MP3s starting to engage units on the edge of the forest here. These guys need to get out of line of sight. You're not winning that engagement. Supply truck coming up to help them out. This is going to be an interesting one. Heavy Hog M1P coming in as well. Heavy Hog bottom. M1IP for the centre. So that'll be 2 of them going there. TOW2 opening fire on the BMP3. Will probably land the shot. No, DarrickS manages to smoke it off. Both of them smoke. So it might be an auto defensive AI doing that. SG-25 coming in. It's just flying over the top here. Not sure if DarrickS not microing at the moment. Going after the Heavy Hog. Should kill the Heavy Hog. Does. Has taken a shot from the Stinger. This one's out of ammo, so that can't fire as well. If they were both firing, this might have gone down. Justinflation has realised that, moving the supply over to get them both stocked up. The MP3 is just sitting on the edge here. Justinflation slowly asserting his control on this edge of the woods to stop any commands going in. But DarrickS pushing on this side. It's going to be tough though. There's airborne engineers flash. A ton of those, some normal airbornes and supply there to help them out. F-11 cluster coming in. Looks like that's going after the BMP3s. I think that took out 2. Might have been 3. Great cluster strike there and made it out without any damage. HE bomber came in on the edge of the town. Airborne engineers flash are okay, but they're getting drilled by these BMP3s sitting off at a distance. Great engagement range for them. Justinflation just reaching over 1,000 points now on that +5. That's going to keep ticking and ticking up. The MP3 goes down. Another bomber coming in against the edge of the woods here. Will be a good strike. 2 squads taken out. MiG-23 is going to make it out without any damage. That Avenger did try. Really secure on this bottom side for Justinflation. Not much DarrickS going to be able to do there without a big investment. Apache rocket. First Apache coming out to protect this top side here. Makes sense. No AA for Justinflation here. Little Bird's coming out to help as well. And we see the air rifles coming in to support. Here we go. Here come the BMP3s and Superi. Everyone's going to have a tough time. Mac rifles an even tougher time probably holding off these BMP3s. And that's right. Justinflation is running away. And that's the correct decision. M35 needs to move up. Fire team needs to unload. M1P's in good supporting locations here. Ready to attack. And we got all these M13A3s with dragons as well. Yeah, they're going to be pushing forwards too to counter this push from DarrickS. So DarrickS has secured a position on the edge of the town on the top side. And a command is coming in to capitalise on that. No command coming for the centre. We do see 2 MA-24s coming down to the Foxtrot here. 1 rocket, 1 AA. There we go. There's the command for the centre zone. Then we're going around through Juliet. Justinflation slowly making ground here. Stingers need to be pushed up. They want to defend against these MI-24s. Almost 1,400 points now for Justinflation. This is going to be tough for DarrickS to bring himself back into this, but he's in a position where I think he could do it. at this. Really nice positioning of these helicopters from Justinflation. This mountain's going to get in the way of any planes coming from this direction to try and take them out. And they can retreat behind it nicely if they need to break line of sight. Yeah, air rifles positioned in to defend the command heli. And these guys pulling back now they're out of rockets. Makes sense. Ooh, MA-24 stunned. MA-24A, I think, got hit by the Stinger, which is almost out of ammo. Supply needs to move over. Rocky Metis getting into a good spot here. Gonna fire onto the supply vehicle and take it out. Oh, look at this! BMP-3's now pushing right round. Are going to be pushing to engage the Airborne Engineers leader, which doesn't have its weapons off, so that's going to start engaging these Rocky here. And these BMP-3s are going to come in, they're going to slaughter it. MiG-23 coming in for a bombing run. Yeah, trying to do anything to stop this tick. Weirdly didn't get the bombing run off there. So +3 because DarrickS neutralized this top zone. HE bomber coming in, going after the Airborne Engineers leader. Justinflation microing it away from that strike. Very good job there. BMP-3's going down to this airborne unit here. Is this airborne unit going to save the day? It's got one rocket left. Engineers leader down to one man. Engineers leader goes down, but that's still going to be a +1 for Justinflation as another HE bomber comes in. Bit too late though. Stinger getting a shot off and hitting it as it retreats away. This Stinger might be able to reload and get a shot off in time. Shoots itself. Great job, Stinger. Good work. MiG-23 here, I think, was going for a bomb strike too, but we finally see an Eagle coming out. Going after the helis there, but it was a bit close. Going to circle around the top. More BMP-3s and an OSA coming in on this top side. Justinflation needs to get aggressive. Sorry, not Justinflation. DarrickS needs to get aggressive if he wants to contain this 1-point lead that Justinflation is building up. SG-27 came in, but gets wrecked by the Eagles. No chance there. Really, don't rate the SG-27. Really don't think it's that good. Wow. Yeah, that poor Stinger. Big F in chat for the Stinger there. Everyone's gonna mourn over it. The fucking idiot shot themselves. Don't know where they are. Pools. Nobody's gonna find their bodies. Or maybe the one guy in the supply truck is just watching them, just seeing them shoot themselves. Okay, we see the push on this top side now. The MP3 trying to push around this side here. Air rifles might be able to kill it. For that N72 law. Who needs the AT4, eh? Who needs it? F11 cluster circling. This OH-58 needs to be careful. Air rifles pushing up again, firing off their M72 law. BMP-3 goes down. But so does the OH-58. And that is going to switch things up. That lead is not going to be growing anymore. +1 for DarrickS now. But this is a this is a tricky spot. He definitely needs more than a +1. 18 minutes remaining, and he's got about 1,500 points to bring back. MI-24 is back here, starting to push forwards again. Justinflation getting pushed out on the bottom side here. Tow Cobra's coming in. And some more moving over to support. Superior Command's moving forwards. ML1P's in quite an aggressive position here. Avengers moving up to cover them against the MI-24s there. Very nice. Will open fire. MI-24AA hit. DarrickS trying to micro it away. Metis open fires on the Avenger, but it manages to get the shot off. Eagles come in. MI-24 rocket goes down. Avengers still up and running. SG-27S comes in, gets behind the Eagle. Eagle's trying to turn away from it. SG-27 unloading rockets like there's no tomorrow. Eagle goes down. This Eagle manages to take out the SG-27 though, and that's 2 SG-27s down. 1 Eagle remaining. What a nice little firefight in the air there. Avenger finally goes down to some Stroky there. Darrick securing the edge of the zone on this top side. We've got M11Ps coming in on the bottom here. So, how is Justinflation going to get the points back here? I would probably like to see him contest this bottom zone again. I think that would be the easiest way to do it. You've got a fair few helicopters around here. You've got some units still kicking. So yeah, just come in, contest this zone. And I feel like you could definitely push off the units here from Darrick. So contesting this zone is going to push the score up once it goes in. There we go. Now up to a +4 for Darrick, so he's going to start bringing it back. We see heavy armor coming out across the board for Justinflation. Yeah, Justinflation, seeing where the command's coming, he's going to start pushing over. Command's going to retreat back out of the zone. Yeah, I want to try and keep that alive. Supply, Fireteam Dragon coming in. Are we going to see another command? Honestly, you could just get a couple command helis and just land them behind these trees here, behind these trees over here. Just put a ton of pressure on. We see a bunch of Grenzers coming in. This is what I'm talking about. So, I don't know how deep Darrick has built this deck, but from looking at his other decks, he doesn't build them that deep. And getting into a grindy game like this one has been with 82nd, I think is a death sentence. Now Darrick's done really well here, putting up the fight, utilising the BMP3 as well. But Justinflation has had the solutions to a lot of problems which Darrick has been causing. Cluster bomb coming in here. Just circling around again. Getting shot at by the OSA back here. It does miss. Ooh, HE bombers coming in now. Oh, great bombing strikes. Ouch, that's going to hurt. Cluster bomber circles over again. It's going after the OSA. Ooh, Eagle comes in, takes out one MiG-23. OSA goes down. 2 Cubs coming out in reinforcements for Darrick. Eagle's going to circle over the top and then retreat. These guys hunting this CV down, but there's more Motor and BTR-60s coming in to help that out. Where's the commands coming in? Looks like the Abrams pushed on the top side. Darrick's moving over here trying to hunt down this CV. So this Abrams is going to keep it safe. This guy going to unload here and probably be able to push into the zone. We do see air rifles have managed to secure this road into the town. So we're going to see this top side get contested again. And points will be going again to Justinflation unless Darrick can fight his way into the central zone. Bunch of takeovers just hanging out at the back here. Now, this BMP3, yeah, it's got 100 fuel left. It should be able to make it to this OH-58. So that will throw a spanner in the works, that's for sure. Engineers leader get engaged by this Motor, but they get stunned. That's not good. I was going to say they should be able to win this engagement, but that's definitely going to hurt them. Air rifles are going to unload, so 2 on 1, they'll definitely win that. But here comes an SU-22. Oh no! Oh, he's dodged it, got into the building. SU-20M has a really concentrated drop zone. Eagle comes in, should kill the SU-22. It does. SU-25's coming in here. Might be going to just straight on gun run the engineer leader there. Oh, gets hit by the Eagle and is pulling off. Eagle's circling back round. Will go over the top of these Cubs. Gets hit once. Is evacing. This Cub's got 1 rocket left. Darrick on a +4 now because he has contested the center. No, Eagle's going to make it out. Was close though. Yeah, back into contesting the center. HE bomber coming in, going after the M1 IP. Does 2 damage. Drops it cohesion down, so that's nice, but too much. Yeah. Engineers leader now coming on the bottom side. Oh, honestly, I would have said go into these woods again. But hey, you'll be able to contest. Fire Team Dragon's coming out. Oh, that's why it's down up to a +4. Commander at the back does get taken out by the BMP3 here. Has Justinflation noticed? I don't think he has. Those points are going to be ticking up. 11.5 minutes remaining. Let's keep pushing forwards here against the air rifles. Now with the RPK buff, I'm not sure these air rifles are going to stand up to these Motostrelki here. Air rifles back here, riding fire sport, which is nice. HE bomber coming in for the M1IP. That takes it out, so that's now dead. Ooh, okay. Engineers leader pushing into the zone on the bottom. Only a +2 now for DarrickS. Still no command for the center here. F4 Phantom circling over the top. Going after this MiG-23 most likely, which is going on a straight bombing run for the Engineers leader. Can it stop it? No, it can't. No, it can't. Engineers leader trying to run away, but does get killed off by the MiG-23. And there's no Avengers here. You need more AA Justinflation. And look at this. I think Justinflation is running low as well. And he still hasn't done anything about this central point. Ten minutes remaining. M1P will go and deal with that OSA. Like, I know you get 6 command helis. Just fly one over here and get your tow cobras to come and cover it. Like, just go do that. There's 2 points. It's free 2 points. There we go. I think he's realised now how we're coming over as well. Really needs to do something about that. Get a command in there. Yeah, one's on the way. Finally. Abrams takes out the OSA on this side. Nice job. G22M HE coming in. Going after the ATAS here. In desperate times. Does manage to take it out. Nicely done. And yet no response, because there's no AA. Dragon goes down to this bomber, which is going to get out just fine. Where is your AA Justinflation? Where are your Avengers? I know you've got some in the deck. Where are they? Sheridan's now providing really good anti-infantry support here. 262 coming in for DarrickS. Will it take out the Bradley before it hits it with the TOW2? Ooh. Bradley actually survives the frontal shot. But does take out the T-62. Another bomber coming in, getting a free run. Oh, there's an Avenger. There we go, we've got one Avenger. Finally. The MP3 gets taken out on that side, so this zone will get capped again. Another bomber coming in, going after the Bradley there. We'll take it out, and we'll make it out alive. No issues there. Yeah, Bradley goes down. SU-22M on a leisurely flight will turn and make it out of the zone. Edge of the town secured by Justinflation here, though there's not a lot of units there. Grenzers will be able to push them out. There's Heli Scout coming in to contest the zone here. We'll probably get bombed. Oh, Superior Commander's been found by the airborne here. Are they going to... They have been targeted by Justinflation. Yeah, everything's targeting that. Commander gets taken out. Okay, this is a big swing that's really important there. Justinflation back up to a +1. F-16 HE was coming in to try and deal with that commander as well, but it's going to switch targets, go after these Grenzers. They've microed to a different building, so it's going to miss. Yeah, will miss. Does destroy the building they're in. B-23 HE coming in, going after the Sheridan here. Misses its bomb, so it's a bit unfortunate for DarrickS there. What is this Engineers leader doing, pushing forwards? Get back here, stay alive. +3 for Justinflation. Another MiG-23 coming in. Going straight after that OH-58. Messed up its run, unfortunately. SG-25 could go for that as well. It's got line of sight. F-16's going after the MiG-23. Can I get guns on? Can I get guns onto it? MiG-23's trying to circle away. Ooh. Circling back for its bombing run. Can this, if it lines up straight, the F-16 will get guns. SG-25 came in out of nowhere, manages to take it out. Which is, oh, the Avenger goes down to the MiG-23, and the command is dead as well. Another command coming in. Wow, what a little ton of events there. M1P gets hit by the SG-25, which is now retreating out of the zone. Still a +1 for Justinflation. Units on this side not pushing forwards, just defending. Not a lot of points left for DarrickS to play with here. Centre, no longer contested. Tokobra's rushing over this bottom side now. Cubs coming in, T-62's coming in. HE bombers coming forwards once more. Here they go. Going after these airborne scouts. Oh, because of the hill, because of the weird mountain. They only dropped one bomb. So I think this is going to be one for Justinflation here, but my god, did DarrickS put up a fight. DarrickS trying to snipe the command here, but Justinflation's got it right in the centre, so it's not going to get picked off. Oh no, he changed target. A little bit closer. That was very close. F4 Phantom circling about, but SU-22s are going to go after it with their infrared missiles, which they're now out of. It's down to the Gatling gun. And there we go. That's game over. Wow. I thought DarrickS was going to bring that back for a second there. But both players running out of units by the end. Or so it seemed. Very similar in kills to losses. Let's have a little look through these. Bradley doing a really nice job there. Look at that. L1 IP doing okay. L1 taking out a bunch of BMP3s. F-15 Eagle doing a really good job. All those kills. Yeah, nice. MiG-23 didn't do too much. G25AT doing great. MiG-23 doing a good job. G27 to take out the Eagle, yeah. We got killed straight away, so I mean, traded itself, I guess. MiG-23 doing a really good job. G22M, MiG-23 taking out a leader. Abrams. MiG-23 and bombers here taking some units out. Not too many though. Yeah, what a good game. What a good little series. Interesting again to have NATO versus Pact. But yeah, so 1-1. Nice little draw between Justinflation and DarrickS. I have to say, judging it, DarrickS feels like the better player between the two. I think he definitely did better with 39th compared to Justinflation there. I think more use to the BMP3s. The BMP3s are so strong. Loads of bombers coming in. Justinflation, just where was your AA? Oh, it was not pretty to watch. Like, you have the Avengers. I know you got them in there. You have like 6 of them. You should be whacking them all over the place. Yeah, DarrickS certainly feels like a better player. Yeah, that's for sure. You can see that in the resistance he was putting up with 39th there against 82nd. Yeah, good games. Thanks for watching, everyone.